working again. Ugh, I don't know why that always happens. Sometimes, maybe it's probably my it's my internet provider, I think. But what a sad moment that is. Okay. Hello, Freya. I didn't realize it was bugging out before, so I'm glad if it's working again. This is, I think I need to change my internet provider because it's been failing recently. I'm gonna press out. All you need is pressing on the inside if I want to make this rounded. Thank you, Freya. That's too nice. I also love that name, Freya. It's such a good one. I think my favorite name is Francis. That's my favorite name. I don't know. I just love that name. Such a good name. Bye, Freya. Thanks for joining. I'm glad that the stream is working again. It's a little bit, yeah, I gotta look into my internet provider because it's just not been good. This is like the second time I think the stream has glitched out. We are back. We're back, Caitlin. And we're better than ever. Better than ever. I feel more composed. I don't know. I think my brain just goes way too fast and then... Okay, we have a lot of clay at the bottom, and to deal with that, I'm going to... I don't really want to trim it, but I might have to, actually. Yeah, there's just too much clay. We're going to try to cut some and move it up a bit. But I want to make this back into just kind of going outward. This is a large bowl. We're going to cut it down. I don't want it to be this large. All I have to do is just use my needle tool. And just like that. Just like that. Easy peasy. Alright. I didn't weigh this clay. I don't know the shrinkage rate. So, because it's a recycled clay. So I'm just kind of going off of what I know. Usually it will shrink around 12%, which I can kind of say is either a half an inch, or if you go more bigger, it's going to be an inch. So I'm kind of thinking of this as a little bit smaller. Well, a lot of bit smaller. Oh my goodness, that thing just almost just fell. I want this to be a little bit rounder. I'm gonna cut off a little bit more. There we go. That looks like a good yarn bowl. I don't know why, I just don't really like how the yarn bowl's like this. I kind of want it to be a little bit more, to kind of hold the yarn in. I don't know. Maybe you guys can help me. Is this the movie Ghost? I keep getting the Ghost comment. I haven't watched it, and I will watch it when I get to 100,000. I think that was my goal. I think 5 likes. We had to restart the stream. Technical difficulties. All right. I don't want to use any more water, so I'm going to kind of use my sponge. I'm going to detail it now, so just make the lip round. I want this to be a little bit more in. I am using a little bit of water. After this, once it dries, after I trim it, I will then, okay, I like that. I like that. Developed this. Oh man. I hope that's a compliment. I make more complex things. It's like so harsh, but okay. I make more complex things. This is just what I produce for production-wise. But yeah, you can look at my stuff on my website. Malcolm. Sorry if I'm getting that wrong. But my website has some art pieces on there. I'm proud of them. I like them. I want to be doing more of that. But you know, when you're doing art, you kind of have to do a lot of different stuff. It's really hard. So I do some production work. I do some wholesale. I, work for a restaurant. I do some dinnerware. So anyway, can't be making complex stuff all the time. Because the problem is with the complex stuff is you have to find the right buyer. And that's really hard because, it's just hard to do. So this stuff pays. And I like it. Okay. I'm enjoying this shape. We're gonna make sure, like I said before, sometimes when you cut off the outside, the inside can kind of push up, and we're gonna just make sure that it is nice and round. Okay. That's pretty good. We're gonna use the wire tool, and we're going to slice this off. I don't know why I was, I don't know. That was, Anyway, there's a little piece coming out right here, and that might be from something. And if there's like a, it's gonna ruin the firing process. It's gonna come out and burn, and then we'll fix that little hole. But okay, here we go. There you go. A nice bowl. Thanks, Nell. Sorry. I like this shape. It's gonna be a nice shape. Okay, we're gonna move into making pasta bowls. So I'm making a set, and we're making a set, and yeah, what am I doing? I'm gonna try to clean this off. But okay, because right now we're using recycled clay, and we're going to move into my dinnerware clay that I use for dinnerware, because it's not recycled clay. Anyways, 1 second as I wash my hands. Okay. I was watching. Recycled clay. Yes, recycled clay. So, I have to unplug that. Recycled clay is, this is my shed studio. Recycled clay is just clay that I have made something with and it probably just broke or before I bisked it. And so I'll rehydrate it and it'll just be kind of a mixture of all the different stuff. Oh, thanks, Sam. I'll pin that. So it's just a mixture of all the clays that I've used. And I don't know every single batch I mix. It's a little bit different. And in order to test the absorption of water after the clay is fired to the full temperature, I'd have to test a bunch of different clays. And I already know it's not going to pass and do the number that I want it to for dinnerware, so I just don't even, I don't make it with pieces that are gonna be eaten off of. That's just my way of doing it. I know some people do that, but okay. This is my canvas. I do have, okay, wait, I might need to go in and get, wait right here. I'll be right back. He'll be here. Okay, let me go get some of these. Did he stay in frame? Look how cute he is. Okay, got my, what are these called? Today's a struggle. Surprised there's not much corrosion. Oh, there is. That's okay, we're just gonna leave it in there. Alrighty. I've been meaning to no. Is some of it not connecting? How about this is supposed to be a pottery stream? Stick in there. Did I do it right? Oh, okay, it's working. Ah, thank God. He does his own thing. He is a silly boy. Okay, here we are. It's low. Oh my goodness. Did I just get bad, those were new. It's crazy. Alright, we're gonna keep going. So I'm gonna look at my booklet. This is of all of my recipes. All of my recipes. He likes to chew on grass. I don't know, something about he doesn't have any teeth. Okay, here we are, pasta bowls. All right, we're making some pasta bowls. They're gonna be kind of a wider bowl, a little bit of a up. We're gonna be using new clay, and we're gonna do 3 pounds. We're gonna make the first one, and then we're gonna see. Okay, good. I'm gonna use the same stuff that I used. This clay is very damp. I don't know why the clay is so damp. These batches of clay now they're getting really damp, and I'm having to keep them out and about for a little bit to let them harden up. So we'll do that with this one too. Ooh, this is a special one too because we got an extra. Recipes. I don't know what to call them. Directions? I guess they're my directions. They are my recipes though because I write them like a recipe. So I like to call it my recipe book. Yeah, they just have everything I need to remember what I made in the past, and so if I want to make something similar, I'll have an idea of how much clay that would take, what the dimensions I did. Okay, we're gonna keep that there. Anyways, it's a recipe. How much is a block of clay? Tofu. I like that, tofu. You know, I haven't fully unlocked tofu yet. I need to make some more food with tofu. I'm getting distracted. Caitlin asked a question. It goes by the pound. So this one I believe was 89 cents a pound. Oh my gosh, I'm in. It's too much. Which the clay doesn't cost too much, but it is going up. And yeah, it's going up. Because I believe it was like 50 cents-ish. Alright, 3 pounds. That might be too little. On my thing I have 3 pounds and 4 ounces, so we're just gonna do the 3 pounds first. We're gonna leave this clay box out to dry because they're just so damp. Oh my goodness. I think we're only gonna need 3 pounds because, I'll grab that later, actually. We're gonna move you guys. How much is a block of clay? I already answered that. What am I saying? Because this piece that I'm gonna make, it's a different shape. Okay, where did I put my, oh, it's right there. This is my bowl. I did put some, did you finish the yarn bowls? They're not fully done. They're made. Do you always weigh the clay? Usually I do. For the yarn bowls I didn't. 1 second. My bowl of slop is a little too sloppy for me. I need a little bit of water. I like to throw with I can't think of words today. Slip. I'm gonna clean this up. We made this, I think Thursday. These are some teacups. They're upside down. Okay. So I'm gonna use the same method that if you tuned in last week, I used the same method. We're actually gonna use this again for plates. So if you watch that, you'll kind of know what to expect. But if you didn't, where did I put? Oh, I'm using it actually, huh? This is just way too large, though. Okay, we're gonna use this, I think. So I'm gonna use a. I'll just show you guys. I'm struggling. You're new here. Hi, Luna. Welcome to the stream. Today's a little difficult because I'm struggling with my words. We're slowly doing it. We're slowly going. This is called a. I'm gonna move you guys so you guys can see a little bit more of the studio. I can't even think of words today. This is a little troubling. You know what? It's usually like this, honestly. Alright. Put this on. I like to use a bat when I use these. And this is called asphalt paper, or sometimes it's also called roofing felt. So I like to use this. I cut it. It comes in a spool. We went over this last time, and I showed. You look like Julius Caesar. That is so cool. I'm glad. I get a lot of like, oh, I look like a Greek statue, which is very interesting. But actually, when I was in Italy, and I did look like that. Julius Caesar has arrived. Hey, I mean, didn't he? Actually, he was bad though, wasn't he? That's pretty funny. But yeah, I don't know if that's a regal face, which I think is great. I'll take it as a compliment. Thank you. But I do want to. Okay, that's all I want to do actually. This is ready to use. So anyways, what this does is, this is going to be kind of a wider bowl, and with wide things, if you've ever thrown before, you've noticed that, you know, wide stuff is hard to wire off. So that's why I use felting, roof felting, or it's called asphalt paper, because I won't be wiring this off. I'll be wiring the felting off, and it makes it so much easier. All right, where's my booklet? My recipe. My recipes. We have it actually here too, which is pasta bowl. Okay, so I'm gonna make the pasta bowl. Okay, so all these calculations I did from figuring out what I want the bowl to be, how wide I want the bowl to be, and doing my calculations, because this will actually shrink 12%. So how often do you go live? I go live pretty often. Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday, for sure. 8:30 Pacific Standard Time. So I just go live when I'm working. Some days I'll be doing like glaze making, so I make my own glaze, so I'll be in the glaze studio. But I don't know. I'm thinking I might take off Friday for lives, and if I want to, I can do Friday, but okay, we might need more clay for this. Then that's why we test it. This clay is so damp. We might need 4 pounds. This is only 3. This clay is so damp, it's not really workable. Let's just see what we got. We're gonna rehash this clay actually. Yeah, it's too, but I'll show you what we, I'll just kind of push it up. Clay is too damp and it's just too hard to work with to what I want to do with it, so we're going to that's not acceptable. All right, so I'm going to do some more stuff. We're gonna get the clay ready because I think 4 pounds is going to be enough. Jesus, there's so many. Where are you guys from? Why is there so many interesting people in chat today? But okay. Also, that doesn't even make sense. Okay, we're going to go over here. Saudi Arabia, Florida. Interesting. Alright, we're gonna do 4 pounds. And then they're gonna stay out to dry. So that'll kind of help to wow, it's a full Oh, thanks, Jeremiah. I'm glad you're stopping in. How long have I been making ceramics? 10 years. Texas, wow. It's a whole India. UK, Ukraine, nice. I think I saw Bali earlier, which that's super cool. Okay, we need Oklahoma, Houston, Los Angeles, Morocco, Massachusetts, France. So cool. Oh, we have 2 Massachusetts. Wow. Indonesia. Whole world. Indiana. Oh my goodness. Scotland. I want to go to Scotland. Cape Town, South Africa. Wow, Netherlands. It's crazy. It's just me listing stuff. Moisturize. Brandon, moisturize. Wow, there's so many different spots in here. That's crazy. Sourdough? No, I'm not making sourdough. I don't think I have the patience for sourdough, honestly. I don't know. My friend's doing it right now and she has to feed it all the time. I already have a cat. I don't need to feed anything else. So if I make the clay balls, I hope the people won't comment on that, but I'm going to let them sit out to dry so they become a little bit more manageable. 4 pounds. 4 pounds. I'm doing 4 pounds. You just made a loaf last night. See, that's the thing, is that it would be so fun. We're cutting clay and we're making them all 4 pounds. 0 patience. I think I just don't want to wake up and feed it, because then what do I do with that amount? Show the cat. I don't know where he is. He's somewhere. He's inside eating probably, so I'm sorry. He comes when he wants, so you have to stay around for him. But my problem with the sourdough is once I make it, don't I have to keep feeding it, and then you have to like take some out, right? And then add more back in. I'm setting up for pasta bowls, so we're gonna make it kind of like this and then a little bit up, kind of taller pasta bowls, like a blade, but a tall blade. It is clay, it is clay. I'm sorry, I'm like reading chat right now. Everyone was saying where they're from, which was super cool. I love a global stream. Okay. Where is my booklet? Oh! Pen, books. This is I have so many books. This is my second book. Okay. I like to label a book. What am I trying to make? A pasta bowl. I said it already. You're not listening. Pasta bowl. And we're setting up for pasta bowls. So I have 4 pounds. This is what I put in my recipe book. That's why I call it a recipe book, is because it's pretty much a recipe. Four pounds, and we're letting them out to dry so they can dry a little bit before I work with them. But also wedging. Wedging will make them dry more. Can I make a taco? I probably could. I can make a taco. Will I? Probably not. I don't know, what would that even entail? Just like a sculpture of a taco, or like a taco out of, like, I guess it is a taco out of clay. I don't know what that means. Okay, here's another block of clay. £4. Since I've started streaming, I actually don't listen to as much music anymore, which it's been kind of nice, because I don't know, it's nice to just listen to the beeping of cars. I'm wincing at the chat a little bit. Okay, there we go. It's too much water in this clay. You know, professional, it's so strange. Yeah, I am a professional. It's so strange though. Because for me, I'm just kind of creating. But yeah, I am a professional. I do this for a living. I get paid. And I guess that's what a professional is, right? Aggressive towards the clay. Ah! But anyway, professional production power, yeah. What Sam said. I do a lot of production. I work with a restaurant near me that I do dinnerware for, and I work wholesale with them, wholesale with some coffee shops, and then I also do art pieces. So I'm trying to transition more into art pieces, but I also love production. It's just, I don't know, it's just fun, I think, to make pieces, you know, thinking of like how it's going to be used and really like making it for that. I just enjoy it, but it is a lot of work. I've noticed that your body kind of breaks down a bit, but it's a lot of work. It's very exhausting. So that's why I'm trying to transition out of production work, but I also really enjoy it, so we'll see. We're just gonna wedge it just a bit. And this canvas is actually gonna soak up some of the water too. Brazil. Oh gosh. Who's from Brazil? Fabio, are you from Brazil? I'm going to be making pasta balls. Ooh, I love how people are answering the questions. That's super cool. I'm still working on figuring out what type of, because I want canvas for the top of my wedging table, because I have cement, and with cement actually you can get something called lime popping when you fire. From what I understand, no one really knows why it happens, but sometimes if there's cement particles in your clay, it'll just kind of like pop when you put your pieces in the kiln. I was getting that when I was making some plates, and I think it's because some of the cement was going into the clay. So now I'm working on canvas, but I haven't secured it down, so I need to buy bigger canvas. But also my problem is, maybe you guys can help me, I don't want the canvas to get moldy because it's outside. So I think I need to be able to move it. But the good thing is it's on cement, so it's kind of gonna soak up water. Anyway, I'm just chatting. Why not use plywood? I know, that's what I was thinking about that, but bonjour. It's also outside, and I think that would also get moldy. And maybe bow. Attach it to the frame and the borders of the table. I know, I was thinking of doing like little rivets and having like a little bit of a thing so I can attach it and then take it off. Because I also like how I have this one for white clay, and then I have my brown clay canvas. So I think that's what I might do, John. I think that's a good idea. That's kind of what I'm thinking. The only option is, because I already have the table. I don't know. Plywood I think would bow. Yeah, I think that might be it. I don't know. There's just too much moisture here. So I'll just worry about that. But also, you can also get lime popping with plaster. So you can get lime popping with plaster too. Tablecloth clamps. Oh, that's a good idea. Tablecloth clamps. What does that entail? Keegan, you can't do that. Okay, Sam already got you. Okay, Keegan, bad. Yeah, tablecloth clamps. The problem is, I'll show you the table. This is what we're working with. So, this whole thing is cement. I don't know if I can do tablecloth clamps because I don't know where they would clamp to. Like giant chip clamps. Ooh, would that hold it down though? Luna, you're funny. We muted him, so it's okay. I don't think the tablecloth clamps will work. I think I have to do a little hook, and then I'll do maybe I'll put rivets into the cloth, and then I'll so then it'll be easy. I can just do that, and also it'll be kind of secure. Because my problem with this is it kind of moves, and I kind of have to use my body to kind of hold it down. Get some. Yes, they'll work. Oh. Bolson ratchet clamps. See, okay, another thing to think about, Bearded Web, is I want to use two different cloths, one for white clay and one for brown clay. So I need it to be easy to remove because I love comfortability. You can get different sizes. Can I show some of my work, Iris? You can see my work on my website. It's Sam is pinned, but also it's Isacar Ceramics, ISACARR ceramics.com. I'm warm. Hook idea is quicker. Yeah, I think the hook is quicker. Sent a marshmallow. Oh my goodness, that's crazy. Thank you so much. I don't know what the marshmallow means. It's wild. Thank you. Oh, good night, Snowy. Plaster slabs will be okay, Tanya. The thing with the plaster is I think I need to use pottery grade plaster. Okay, we're gonna keep wedging while those dry. I have some clay. I haven't worked since last week, so I didn't really work here on the weekend because I wasn't feeling very well. But I was also working on glaze. I was working on some glaze stuff. Oh god, oh goodness. Stuff is a little bit. Can you make me dinner? Oh gosh, sometimes I don't even make myself dinner, honestly. So that's a big ask. Alright. How do I wedge a large chunk of clay? Wedge it a little bit further. Hopefully you can still read chat though. Hold on. Okay, there we go. This is how I do it. Well, first I'm gonna put these up here. bigger tool. Because my fishing line is not really too strong for this. Just putting this on cement. Okay, this is how I wedge a lot of clay. We'll see how, like, if it's too dry. I'm gonna use less of this though, because I don't want to hurt myself while I see. Oh, thanks, Caitlin. I'm trying to squint to see how. I need one so bad, William. I do. I need a pug mill. They're expensive though. I tried finding one used, but I just feel like the used ones, I don't really know what I'm getting. I need to go see it, but the problem is the used ones are kind of far for me, so it's like if I go see it, I kind of want to just buy it at that point. And if I get a pug mill, I want to get a good one. This is a lot of me just gonna be. So I need a pug mill. I think that would make my life so much easier. And also it would help with overworking the body. So anyways, what I'm doing is it's pretty much a croissant. And so I'm making a ton of little, I can't really see it, but there's a lot of little lines, and it's going to slowly just like kind of smush out. And you can kind of see the lines. So those are gonna be squished, and then I'm gonna make so many. It's a croissant. It's a croissant. It's a croissant. The studio is all just stuff I've made, and like it's all built from me, and there's a bunch of stuff that I just like found. So I didn't spend, I mean I spent money on it, but I tried not to spend too much money. And I think that's where all the character kind of comes from. I love like a lived in look. I think that's kind of the vibe I go for. Okay. This is an aggressive stream today. We're just wedging a ton. But as I keep cutting it and smishing it down, you can see, you see those lines? That's all the clay kind of just like mixing together. So there's some harder clay, some softer clay mixed into this, and now I'm making it one. I don't even go to the gym. This is my gym. Is my outdoor work area covered? I just have umbrellas. And this will also wedge the clay for me, so it kind of pushes out all the air bubbles. Why did I do that? Oh, I think it's fine, actually. But yeah, that area is a shed. It kind of heats up. A little aggressive. I know. It is a little aggressive. I'm sorry, Luna. It's a heavy piece of clay. I'm like sweating. So it gets rained on. Trying to figure out my, I would say that your wheels should be covered. Like I have a kick wheel, I just cover it with a tarp and it's out here. But this stuff does get rained on. Like, I don't know if you saw my sink, it gets rained on. Oh, also another idea for the wedging table is Hardy backer board, but I worry that the Hardy backer board will kind of do the same thing as the cement, and I'll kind of get some pieces of the Hardy backer in the clay. So I think the canvas might be the way to go. Also, the canvas will dry, but Hardy backer also dries. So you have nice hair. Thanks. I rehydrated it today, and I put some mousse in it, but it just kind of goes whatever it wants to do. I don't have patience for my hair. Newbie Potter here. How do you know when you're done wedging? I can feel it, kind of. This you can see there's a little hole, so I know that one's not done. Oh, here's the hole again. But here I'd say I'm doing the same thing as a pug mill right now. I'm trying to make the clay one. How do I know that it's done? I feel like you kind of get a feel for it, but if I'm like actually wedging a piece of clay, you can cut it open, you can see. I don't know, that's a hard question. That's a hard question. One of my teachers, he said, you know, you want to do 100 times before you're done, but I don't know. I don't know. You can always cut it open and see, but you know, sometimes I think I'm done, and I'll get to you, Mag. And I still have air bubbles, so I don't know, I think you just gotta trust yourself. How did I get into pottery? I got into pottery from a class in high school, and yeah, when you cut it open and you can see air pockets, that's it. But then once you cut it open, you kind of have to wedge it again. So I don't know. I guess here, yeah, because I'm just doing this. But here I'm cutting it open if I feel that the hard clay and the soft clay kind of mixed into one. I can kind of like feel this. I'm like, okay, it's good. But I'm gonna do it like a little bit more, just to make sure. And then I'll put it in a bag. What do I recommend? I recommend, Mag said, I'm trying to get into pottery, what do I recommend? I recommend looking at your community college. If you have like a community college or like a college near you, it most likely has a ceramic program that you probably can join. I recommend that. Looking into some classes if you don't have a community college next to you. I just like community college because my arms are dead. Yeah, I say community college because it's just, I don't know, the professors know what they're doing. I just think you should support your community college as much as you can. Oh, actually, middle school you can do community college workshops. So, I remember I did college courses in high school. I think some hard piece of clay in here. But look into your middle school doesn't have it. If your middle school doesn't have it, maybe do a Google search and search if like there's any studios around you. And I would do that. I think so. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I did college courses in high school. So, which you should look into that because you should do that. But some school advice. But yeah, look into some studios around you, and I would do like maybe a 4-week course or something where you're kind of guided through it. But you can do a community college course, I believe, if you're in middle school. But, you know, I don't know. It's been a while since I've been in middle school. Pizza. You know, that reminds me, I do have pizza in the fridge that I want to eat. Do you need pizza dough? I think you do. I do not have long nails. I think long nails, I don't know, it's very hard. I remember I used to teach people with long nails. Okay, here, this is a really good example of what's happening. Can you see all of the different kind of little bit of differentiation of clay colors? There's some darker clay. Anyway, all that is going to be kind of smushed. You can really see it now. Anyway, what do I mostly make? Make a lot of different things. I mostly make coffee related stuff for my coffee shop wholesales. But it's a lot of work. I should get a dough mixer. You know, they actually make a pug mill, which is pretty much a dough mixer for clay. Because dough, it's not gonna be, it's not gonna have enough. You really have to move this clay. So look up a pug mill and you can see how intense it is. It's a very heavy duty equipment. But anyways, I wish a dough mixer would work, but it doesn't. We'll do a pug mill is my next, I think that's what I want to buy next, but I'm sweaty. I'm sweaty. Small cement mixer. You know what, I could, but that would only work for, like, when the clay is, it's called, slip, when the clay is very watery. You can kind of see it here. It's like very watery. The cement mixer would work for that, I think. I don't know if the cement mixer would work. Oh, actually, you know what I'm thinking of? I'm thinking of one of those handheld drill ones. But you're thinking of the big, yeah. Velcro for this, I don't think that would stick. I gotta do my idea of the rivets. Of the rivets. They'll be, I gotta look into it. I gotta just buy it. Sometimes you drag your feet when you're trying to, you have to buy new. Okay. I don't know if you can, oh, you can't see it, but once I smack it, let's see. There you go. You can see all the different layers. Thank you, Mag. That's very sweet. This is not the same bundle. This is a different one. Wait, what are we talking about? William, what are we talking about? Oh, William, what are we talking about? I thought we did. I thought I knew what you were talking about, but now I don't. How fast does the clay dry? Kind of depends on how sunny it is, how much, how sunny, how much wind, and what it's sitting on. But the clay can dry in a couple of hours, honestly. William, what are we talking? I think we're talking about any tips for using clay so it's not too short. Okay. Lovisa. Oh, I love that name. Okay. So what short means is when you're like pushing clay and it just kind of breaks, right? I'm pretty sure. Lovisa can, I hope I'm saying that right. I've been doing it for 10 years. I hope I know what I'm doing. Oh my goodness. Okay, back to the question. Yes, okay, I got it correct. Sometimes there's so many different terms and, you know, you don't really know. Oof. Oh, I was like, why is there a feather on my work desk? This is my work desk. Okay, I'm getting distracted. Answer Lovisa's question. I'm not gonna look at chat because I got distracted. Okay, Lovisa, I would say when you're throwing and you have a bucket of water and it becomes kind of like slip, do not throw that away. Don't throw that away. Actually put that back into your recycled clay, because the clay that settles in your, you know, bowl is actually like, you need that. You need those fine particles. So I don't know if you're doing that already, but sorry, this is so aggressive, guys. I need a pug mill. I need a pug mill. It looks scary. They are scary. I used to work it. I used to work the pug mill at the studio with my mentor. I love it. I love using the pug mill. It's so easy. Anyways, I hope I answered your question, Lovisa. I don't know. Are you doing that already, where you use the water sludge that you throw with into your? You need that clay. You really need the fine clay back into. So I never throw away that. Everything I use is recycled. So I try to recycle as much as possible. Oh, there's two Williams. Oh my goodness, there's two Williams today. There's a red William circle, and then there's a dark or blue William circle. Wow. But sometimes it's hard. Yeah. Is the clay already kind of like this? Like, is the clay already workable, and then you're like, it's kind of short? Sometimes, oh, also Lovisa. I will also, I love saying your name. It's just so fun. I'll also let the clay like sit out for a little bit and kind of mature, like age, and that is key too. Some of my recycled clay has been sitting for like a year, and it makes it perfect. Oh, thanks, Zuni. That's so nice. I try hard. I cannot do a flip. I think I would break my hip. I'm not made for flips. I think once you get to a certain age, I feel like your body tells you no. And now I have trouble waking up, so a flip would be really hard. But it's box of clay mixed. Some people say it is, some say it isn't. You know, I think it depends on the batch, honestly. Some of the clay I've gotten before hasn't been. Oh, thank you, Louisa. That's so kind. Some of the clay I've gotten before isn't, and I'm like, why isn't this mixed? Because it still has air bubbles in it. I know, I need to drink. Thank you, Erica. I need to drink water. I'm sweating so much. I probably am dehydrated. That's like the third time this guy has been in my chat, and he's actually very helpful. He reminds me to drink water, which I will in a second. Anyway, sometimes the clay is, sometimes the clay isn't. I think it's just batch, William. So this is a workout. This is a workout. We're gonna finish this, rehydrate. How long does it usually take? Don't forget to eat. Thank you. Yes, I usually eat at noon, so I won't eat breakfast, but how long does it take to, I'm answering stupid questions. I need to not. How long does it take to work this clay? I'll probably do a little bit longer. It kind of just until we'll kind of go down and see if it's like right now it needs a few more, and then I think it's good. It's all kind of, you just kind of have to know, I guess. And it's just from trial and error, honestly. these 4 pounds, I'm letting them sit out a little bit because they're too damp. They're too damp. I can actually use these for my 4 pounds. I think this is ready. I don't know why this says it's low, even though I just changed it, but I'll still wedge this clay. Let's see. This clay's a little too dry. I'm rehydrated. I honestly might mix this clay with the other clay. Sometimes if clay is too dry, I'll mix wet clay with the dry clay. Anyways. What are my other hobbies? I just took up knitting, so I just made mittens. I'm very proud of my mittens. So that's why I was making yarn bowls earlier in stream. Yeah, I was making yarn bowls because I think that I can make some, my yarn bowls that I used to make, I kind of had an idea of knitting, but I think I have some ideas to make the yarn bowl even better. So that's my other hobby, and I surf. And those are two of my hobbies. I think having too many hobbies it just makes me overwhelmed. I tried doing hiking. I do it sometimes. But I don't know. I feel like I get so bored with hiking though. Oh, hi Freya. Asking questions and she walks off. Oh no. I'm sorry. What did you ask, William? I think I answered that, Williams. You made others and placed them behind you. Oh, yes. Oh, okay. Oh, the ones that I placed behind me. Those are just on my cement floor. They're just also drying. I just need more space. I need like to wipe my sweat off. Oh, Bongi. Ugh. He is, oh my goodness. This is to my, this is my camera. Oops. I think I am in the gym. I'm pretty much in the gym, yeah. Someone said that. Aye. Okay. My arms. Oh, I'm glad. I'm glad, Donna. Okay. We're just gonna see. It's a little bit too tough. It's a little bit too tough. Maybe this clay. Actually, this clay is less tough. What's this clay? Okay. It's just too tough. It's gonna be too hard on my wrists to use it. So I'm just gonna let it sit and sometimes I'll have like damp clay and then I'll use this hard clay to make it softer. So I'll do what I did earlier kind of sandwich them. But for now, I'll just leave it. It's a lot of just prepping today. Golfer. I've never got that. You know, I thought there was no doppelgangers of me out there, but I'm realizing through streaming is that there is doppelgangers out there. So that's interesting. I would like to meet them someday. Which is the most crucial step in pottery is asked. Oh, probably, I think there's a couple. I don't know, that's like hard. That's like saying like, what's your favorite song? You know, you're like, well, am I in a good mood today or am I like, you know, sad? I think the most crucial step when throwing, like using the wheel, is probably compression and also centering. Centering is very important, but when you center, its compression is key. So, but you know, in general, I like to say like ceramics is half drying. If you can dry the piece correctly, then you're pretty much golden. And by that I mean like you really want to dry the piece. Look at this Jenga I'm doing. You really want to dry the piece equal. So you don't want the lip of the rim to dry quicker than the bottom, and that's why you'll see a lot of pots like upside down, because it'll dry more evenly. So I guess that's my thing, is probably drying. Drying, compression, those are key. Is this already 4 pounds? Did I? Yeah. I think that's super important. Oh, thanks, Matt. I'm trying to... We're doing a product revamp, so a lot of the stuff you'll see me making I don't have on my website. So I have a to-do list, and on the to-do list is I want to make dinnerware, more dinnerware. I think now that I'm not, I'm waiting for the next wholesale with my restaurant, but I say my restaurant, it's not my restaurant. Yeah, anyways, I'm making dinnerware. What's the most clay you've used for your largest piece? Oh, goodness. I'm trying to throw like 20 pounds at the moment. I have a piece that I've drawn and I've attempted twice. It's really difficult. I don't know, I keep practicing because I'm not quite there yet. I keep scrapping the clay. But I think the most I've done is like 15 pounds. I'm trying 20 pounds all at once. I don't like I don't know. I don't have enough patience for, ooh, that thing just flung. Do you guys see that? I don't have enough patience for the making, oh, there's a leaf. Goodbye. Some people will make two bowls and then combine them, which, you know what, I should just do that. I should just do it. But I'm being stubborn, and so I'm trying to do 20 pounds. 20 pounds. Try my hardest. I gotta try again. I have to be in the mood. Not in the mood, I guess, but I have to feel okay. I guess not tired is what I'm trying to say. That sounds like I'm sad or something. Yeah. Is that the question? Did William ask that? Who wants to be William and who wants to be William? I feel like there's not a lot of Williams that I meet. How often do I go live? Sorry, I was reading chat. Monday, Wednesday, and Thursday. I think I might not do Friday, and I might do Friday later. But I think the problem with me is that sometimes I'll get a little tired. Oh, 8:30 PS Pacific Standard Time, sorry. Okay, this clay's also very dry, but that's fine. You can read my bio, Hannah, on my website, but from I'm environmental studies background, so that's what I went to school for. A lot of my art pieces are from flowers that I've seen. So I'll like take photos of the flowers that I've seen, and then I'll make them into my pieces. I really wish I had a pug mill. Environmental studies, it is very interesting. It's very, I remember going to class and everyone was so depressed. So, what am I working on now? I'm prepping for postables. We're still prepping for postables. I was gonna ask a preferred time, I think. Yes, so I like working in the morning. I think I might start later just because, I don't know, I need to get my sleep schedule on track. I've been knitting so much at night. So usually I'll do 8:30 Pacific Standard Time until I get hungry, and then that's when the thing will end. The live will end. Alright. Okay, let's throw some postables. Let's hope 4 pounds is exactly what we need. Sleep is important. I know, but I really wanted to finish those mittens, and I did. And now I really want to. I like to throw with no shoes. They just get in the way. Now I really want to finish my sweater, so it's a never-ending thing. I need to just put it down, and because I work in the morning. Okay, what am I looking for? I'm trying to find this. I want to put up my hair a little bit. What did I say? Where am I in the world? I'm in California. It usually starts, yeah, okay. Thank you, Sam. I don't know if I answered that. We're all over the place. We need to really, I need to sleep at night. Alright, here we go. We're using sludge. I like to call it sludge. It's called slip. You know, I have a cut that keeps opening up, and I should have put a bandage on it, but I didn't. Alright. This is my asphalt paper. that on. I'm throwing this to about 9.5 inches wide. And it's gonna be, you'll see what type of, I feel like I've shrunk in the past like couple days. I don't know, this seems way taller. You know, it might be the floor. The floor might be sinking. I gotta fix it. The clay is not an easy clay right now. It's a little difficult. See my face. I'm struggling. You guys are wild today. Point Loma. Oh my goodness. Point Loma is kind of inland a bit, I think, right? Or no? No, Point Loma isn't. I don't know. I don't know San Diego area too well. So. Oh, it's on the water's edge. Okay, yes, because some of my friends, they'll surf there, I think. Or, oh wait, Point Loma, you guys have a college, I think. Anyway. Anyway, I don't know if I've been to Point Loma. I probably passed it. Wait, right? Is it San Diego? It's 11. It's 11 a.m. where I'm at, for whoever keeps asking. Okay, the problem is I need to see. I need to drag it out just a little bit more. Wait, I'm thinking of wrong areas, I think, William. Point Loma. It's not San Diego, is it? I'm really bad with geography. Oh boy. Because the other spot that I'm thinking of is like above San Francisco. I am making a, wait, yes to what? Oh gosh. Yes to San Diego or yes to San Francisco area? Or yes to I'm bad at geography, because I know I am. I think in 5th grade I had to do the states, and the test was you had to sing the states. There was like a song that we had in school. Oh my goodness. That's a fail. This one, we're just gonna see what we can create with this, because that was not good. Anyways, you had to sing the states. One I couldn't sing, and I just lip sang. I passed though. All of the above. Okay, yes, it is San Diego. Okay, I'm right. Okay. Oh my goodness. I was like, I swear it's south. But, yeah. Are you guys past Oceanside then? Yeah. Anyway, we can talk about geography. I don't know why. I love talking about like which way. I think that's a California thing, honestly. Which freeway is the fastest? What's the fastest way to get somewhere? Oh, there's gonna be a lot of traffic. I think it's a California thing, because I do it, I think, past Oceanside. Okay, I'm correct. Yeah, I don't know why. I think it's a California thing. to talk about the traffic a lot, and I think SNL might have made fun of it a while ago. But I don't know why. It's just how I was raised, I think. You're always thinking of what's the fastest way. What am I making? I'm saying we. Which it is an us. We're making possibles today. I shouldn't say we because it's literally just me. 15.5, 8:05, yeah. But you have to put the in front of it. You have to put the in front of it, William. Okay. I need this, and which I think that's a little silly. Oh, this is actually perfect of what we needed. Which I think that's a little silly because I can't say the, it's always gonna be the 5. It's not 5. It is the 5, I don't know. So mysterious. I feel like I used to want to be the mysterious person, but I'm not a mysterious person. I try. The reboot of the movie Ghost, I've never seen Ghost, but I did say I'll watch it when I reach 100,000. And I think, so anyway, how long have I been doing this? 10 years, Freya. 10 years. Of me today, since 8:30 Pacific Standard Time, so about 2 hours? Maybe, probably more. 8, 9, 10, 11, 3, 2.5. Okay. I don't like this look. We're definitely gonna scrap this clay because we're not even at the size that I want to. Wait, actually, where is this? Okay, I don't actually. Okay. We're seeing. Okay, so I have to account for shrinkage. Anyways, this clay was just a little bit too hard to work with. We're going to scrap it and we're gonna use it for a new one. I'm gonna try to keep the asphalt paper on there. We're just gonna go with the ball of clay that's a little bit too damp. We're just gonna see. We're gonna see. 'Cause I think I can do it. I think it's just a little drier, which is good. Anyways, is this a good? Just turn into something else. Yeah, I don't know. I'm just not happy with it, and I think the walls were not. See, look how fast that was. That was so much faster for me to center. The other one was just way too difficult. I'm kind of using the meat right here to flatten this out. I hope this is a good. Oh, the light is kind of shining right on it. I hope that's okay. I need this thing. And okay, we're gonna drag to about 9 inches. I think 4 pounds of clay is perfect. Which I thought I would need less than what I did for the other shape that I have in my recipe book. But it turns out I think I need more. Alright, let's see what we got on the thickness of the bottom. How I test that is I take my nail tool and I'll poke it And then I'll take it and I'll just do that. And you can see that's how much I have left, or thickness, and that's perfect. I know I need more than 4 pounds, actually. So when I make plates, I do make it. It's probably about 5 pounds of clay, actually. Now that I'm thinking about this. Ooh, 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 ooh. You see it's going outward. Questions about ceramics are encouraging. Oh, wait, what are we talking about? This is gonna be, yes, this is gonna be part of my new dinnerware, which is the plates already made. I made those on a stream, which I think I have that available. You can watch that stream on my YouTube. And the plates are kind of similar, where they have this edge, because I was asking friends, oops, let's go press. I was asking friends what they enjoyed, and they said they like the tall plates. Okay, this is way too big. Which is okay, because we need to rise this up a bit. I think it's this clay that's so difficult. It's very damp clay. Once we get this one, then the rest of them just kind of fly off of it, because I already have the idea of what it is going to be. When do I start? I think you're saying adding colors. Okay. Because I have clay right where you texted that. I add the color when I glaze. So for me, my style is kind of simple, and I really like the shape. I think if a shape, you know, is a good shape, this is what I was taught. If your shape is good, you really don't need much else to kind of complement it. I feel like some people, what I was taught is sometimes the glaze is really what is interesting, but your shape doesn't have to be that good if, you know, if the glaze is interesting. So, I don't know, that's just what I was taught. I don't know if that answers you, but yeah, I like to use the glaze to, but also since this is gonna be dinnerware, oh my goodness, this clay. I'm not gonna make it too loud, the clay, the glaze. Have you studied ceramics, or did you learn by yourself? Mostly learned by myself, but I've had mentors. Did you stream on YouTube, or do you have tried Twitch also? You know, is Twitch good? I don't know. Would Twitch be good to do? I haven't tried Twitch. I just do YouTube because I already have a following on YouTube, and I don't know, I thought that would be okay. This is like a little bit, I just feel like this is gonna be too tall. Oh, it is tall. Let's see what we got. Okay, I want this to be shorter, so we're gonna take the needle tool. This first one's taking a little bit because I like to get it exactly right. And then I kind of use it as a, oh my goodness, I keep forgetting. I have to do a commission piece. Maybe we'll do that after this, actually, to let these. Because these possibles just aren't really working right now, so that's okay. Okay, oh my goodness, you see? Oh. Do you ever had to worry about bleeding over anything like that when glazing? You mean like, do you mean like in the kiln, how it kind of, You know what? We might just not make pasta balls right now. But we're gonna compress this and make this nice again. They're just not working. Yeah, I might try Twitch. That's a good idea. I know I was gonna do, because I know TikTok is a big platform for streamers, but I don't know if I really enjoy TikTok. But I thought Twitch was like not very good for the actual creator. I don't know. But I don't know. I need to do more research on it. Alright. I don't know how I feel about this shape. It just seems so large, but I know it's gonna shrink. I know it's gonna shrink. Oh my goodness, I keep doing that. No, that's way too large. Okay. Too large. Everything's falling. Everything's falling. What a mess. We're just gonna make this into a platter. Not a platter, but a serving bowl. Because it's just not really becoming the bowl that I want it to. But how do I avoid cracking or breaks? Oh, sorry, I never even answered the question, William. Do you mean when it's in the kiln and then sometimes it'll kind of bleed onto other pots? I find that kind of only happens, if that's what you're talking about. That only really happens when I'm using like chrome oxide. This is thin, but that's okay. But like, I have a deep emerald looking, okay, yes. I have a deep emerald glaze, and I know that one does that, and I just know that it does it, and I let it have some room to breathe. Or, you know, I'll be glazing a ton of those, and so only on that shelf will be that glaze, because I know that it's gonna bleed. And it's called flashing. It's called flashing. Just thought of the word. I was trying to think of the word. Flashing. And it'll flash, the color will flash onto another piece, so that's why you kind of want to give it some space to breathe. This might fall. Okay, there we go. That's as thin as I can go. We're gonna use a chamois. I'm gonna chamois the top. This isn't even chamois, this is just plastic. Plastic from the bag of clay. People always buy chamois, but you don't need to buy a chamois. Anyways, plastic works just as good. Alright, this is what I do with the, what is it called? Forgetting the words. Asphalt paper? Yes. Using my fishing line. Oh, that's another hobby. Someone asked me my hobby. I'm trying to get into spearfishing. I really want to get into spearfishing. Anyway, side note. Do you put it in the kiln multiple times, or does work has a studio when we an impression to them? Oh, my work has a studio for when we send impressions to them. I'll have multiple kiln processes. Oh, impressions. Are you a dental? Do you do dental? Or, now I'm so curious. There's a lot of different ways to, clay there, kiln kiln firings. There's a lot of different programs you can do. This might be too, I might just take the whole thing. We're just taking the whole thing. Today is just, some days you win some days you lose some. I can't do that, so we're just gonna take it off. Like this. Today's a rough one. Today's a rough one. What did I say I was gonna do? Oh yes, I remember. I was gonna do my commission piece, but I think that the, we're done with this. We're gonna do commission piece that I have to work on. Alright. Let's put all these clay. Oh, you some palm prints. We'll take the impressions and send it to them. Oh. And then, oh, that's super cool. I know a friend of mine used to do that, I think. I don't remember. Okay. Yeah, there's different kiln processes, like different kiln firings that you could do. And it kind of just depends on what clay firing temp you do. You probably, I'm guessing you do either earthenware or cone mid-fire. But I just get to temp and the kiln will shut off, and then that's how I fire. I don't know. I don't like doing any I don't like doing any fancy firings or any fancy processes, you know. You could do a bunch of stuff with like the ramps and stuff, and I'm struggling. And the ramps are just like how much you go up in temp in a certain amount of time. So anyways, I just go to temp and then I go back down, and I go slower for my bisque fire, which is the first firing, and then I go fast for my glaze because there's no water in the pieces, and it doesn't matter if you go faster. Okay. We're going to use black clay, and it turns really pretty. Joking on spit. Okay, we're okay. Oh my goodness, this is heavy. Alright. This stuff I need to put here. Someone sent me a thing, it was ChatGPT. Terracotta clay. And those are just painted over once, baked, and yes. So you're doing a low fire, which I think that's like, I feel like some people think like, oh, low fire, I don't know, maybe it's just me, but I used to think, oh, it's not that it's not as good, but there's just more colors colors are more, they break in different ways, but low fire is great if you want a certain color. You can make it really bright, and I love that about low fire. I think low fire is great. Anyways, okay, dark clay, which I have over here. Oh no. I have it here too, actually. Like one more place. Okay, this is what we got. This clay is a little too dry. This clay is... It's just me running around. Discoloration happens and it's normal, but oh, you know what, William? That might be because it might be overfiring. But I don't know. But if I was to guess, that might be because it's overfiring. And that's, I'd have to see it. You can reach out to me on my website, on my contact thing, and send me a photo. Or you can DM me on Instagram, because I'm curious now what the discoloration looks like. But sometimes there's just discoloration because the glaze will just come out. However, all right, we changed. We're rehashing some clay. So that's normal. But I think like if it looks burnt, I think that's probably because, what's the website? ISACARR ceramics.com. It's in my bio, but it's also pinned. So it's the same as this YouTube. I'm across the board, all the same, except for Etsy. Etsy, I'm Issachar Ceramic, not ceramics, because I can't find it. There you go. There, Sam, gotcha. But oh, I didn't even realize it was a different William. The other William said that. But what was I gonna say? Yeah, sometimes it can be from overfiring. Like I find that this clay, I like it, so I keep it. But sometimes this clay will fire too high, and it'll kind of have a little bit of discoloration. Right now, I am taking all this clay out, and I'm gonna let it out to dry on this canvas. And then later today, I will make it back into clay. Because what I'm gonna do with this bag of clay, that's two, my arm's hurting. This other bag of clay is I'm gonna put some water in it, and then I'm going to actually put it in water. So it's going to rehydrate the clay. Okay, yeah, send me some questions, and I mean if it's easy and I enjoy it, it'll be, I just don't mind. But if it's like more like consultations, then you know, we might move into that. But I enjoy the questions, so if it's easy, I'll answer. I don't mind. But yeah, I'm so curious, so I guess what I'm trying to say, if it's a hard question and we really have to like dive deep into it. Anyway, we could talk about that later. Can I be a mod? I don't know, Luna. I think to be a mod for me, I think I need to know who you are. So, not know who you are, but you'll have to be in the stream for some time, and then I kind of have to see your character. Because I think it's a, you know. Anyways, I don't have that many mods. I have to trust you, Luna, is what I'm trying to say. Yeah, William, I'm excited to see what the discoloration is. Is it with the glazing or is it with the actual clay? I don't really work with terracotta too much, but I can try to see if I can answer. Also, like, I can also ask friends and stuff. Okay, we're actually, what am I gonna do? Let's wash my hands real quick, actually. I'm gonna bring you guys to my sink. This whole stream is just everywhere, I think. Oh no. Oh no. There's no... Oh, you're seeing a lot of where we are. And you're just saying that, like, when you, Okay, we're just gonna put you here. I'm just gonna put you here while I wash. Are you saying that it's the terracotta clay when okay. But where's the discoloration happening? I guess is my question. Yeah, that's my question. Is it happening on the glaze? Like, is the glaze becoming a different, it's not coming out right? Or is it the actual clay that's kind of, or you know, I guess if you glaze it, you're kind of just glazing it clear. Oh, it broke. Okay. I need photos. We'll chat about it. Okay. Is it like a constant thing too? And like, who are you giving it to is my question. And are they glazing it? Oh, Bongi Chongi. Hello, my son. Come here. Come here. Come here. Oh, you're so sweet. He's adorable. Okay, the clay. This is how I'll get a bag of clay. Open it up. Just gonna add a little bit of water to it. We're gonna let it sit. Oh, actually, I'm gonna close this too. Just because it's too dry. It's too dry. Alright, it's sitting in water. We're gonna leave that. Oh shoot, both Williams are asking two different clay questions. Oh my goodness. I'm probably not, I'm thinking you guys are two same. Okay. There's two different clay questions. I'm struggling. Okay, there's that clay too. Also needs to be. Alright. You might have to ask the question again. Okay, William Shepard is asking a question. And the other William is too. Okay, let's see this clay. Okay, I'll call you Will. I think it's just, it's when I look at it really quickly. But okay, the terracotta paw prints might be William, and not, am I right? Is William asking that, or? I love being called Madame. I can't even show you guys because, here we go. We're gonna wedge this clay, and I don't really feel like wedging it, so we're gonna do it this way. I think, how much clay is this? Okay. The glaze we don't use on the terracotta, it's the gray cement looking clay we use. Okay. I'm reading what Will was saying. This is turning into like tech support, like clay tech support. Sometimes discoloration happens and it's normal, but it sucks sometimes. Okay, that might be because, so I'm reading what William is saying. Okay, and then Will also said he was gonna send me a message. Yeah, send it over. Is basically paint over it. Okay, so the terracotta clay, it doesn't really matter what it looks like because you're just gonna paint it. Okay, we receive them back. Sometimes we will see a red glaze will be bright and fade into white around the edges. Okay. The blue William. There's so many Williams. Yeah, I think I might need some color, or I might need context too, about that, and also, I guess I'm gonna also need to see what glaze you're using, because are you glazing them, or they are glazing them, William? And then for the other Will, I think you're just talking about, the blue William was talking about the paw prints, and the red William is talking about clay. Okay. Thank you, Luna. Thank you, Luna. Okay. If it's just clay, then I can probably just answer it here. Okay. I don't know how much. 6 pounds. See, this is like 6 pounds, but it doesn't look like 6 pounds. Yeah, if it's just clay, you can just ask questions here, William. Will. Red William. Alright, this is... No, I just take impressions and we slip them in their pause studio and they work their magic over there. Okay. Okay. Okay, and then... what are you using what are you trying to do? I know, it is the same kneading process for dough. So... what are you trying to do, Will, with the plywood? Okay. Do you go to, like, is it like a actual, like, facility, or is it just, you're trying to make a ceramic picture frame? Okay. We're setting it up over here while I set up this other. Yeah, I'm gonna use this wheel. I'm gonna place these outside. Okay, ceramic picture frame. You definitely need to, I think the most important thing when you're working with something flat is you need to dry it very evenly, because if you don't, flat things have a tendency to warp if they're dried too fast. So definitely make sure that you're drying it like that. Okay. Is my cave piece? Yes, Luna. It is. Yeah, I don't know if I like gyms, but this is my gym. I'm trying to make a ceramic picture frame, 2 hearts, different sizes. Oh, I think I know what you mean, like a heart and then a heart for your, like, so it's like your daughter and both of them. I think I'm getting it. I think you gotta just play around with it. It breaks or cracks constantly. Okay. It might be because, it's drying like way too fast, probably, like, or one portion is drying faster than another portion, is what I would guess. Maybe I'll just use my 8-foot. So in that sense, I would just try to yeah. I want to send you the picture of it. Yeah, send it to me. I'll take a look. Where is mine? This is mine. Yeah, send me it. I'll take a look, but from what I'm thinking and seeing in my mind from the construction of it, it's probably gonna be... Also, sometimes I'll use, like foam to like have it sit on. Anyway, might just have to play around with it though. Okay, oh, I have those on there. Okay, then I need this thing. Put this away. Okay. Sorry, I had to get water. What was I saying? We can't see the wheel. Okay, well, you know, that's because we're moving it. We're setting up. Yeah, I'm sorry. Impatient children. We're moving wheels too, so we're changing. So I think adjust the camera for us. We're changing wheels. And I will in a second. I'm just setting up. I'm not too fast. Alright. This is 5 pounds of clay. I think this is the first time on stream I've sat and thrown on the wheel. We'll see if 5 pounds is enough. It's been a while since I've thrown on a wheel like this. Oh, thanks, Ashlyn. That's so nice to hear. All right. I'm making a commission piece. I have it in my mind. It's in my phone. I need this. I need this, which is... My skirt is gonna get messy. Anyway. I think it was... All I know is that it's supposed to be 8 inches tall. And so in order to do that, it'll shrink probably about an inch or so in the kiln. This is probably not going to be enough clay. It actually, it might be. I think I had 6 pounds. This clay is pretty heavy though. When I'm making something tall, I always like to really make sure that the inside bottom is nice and flat, because I'm not gonna be able to touch it once I go higher. I feel an air bubble, so I feel it and then I can see it. You can't really, I mean, sometimes you can see it. I'm gonna make sure this is not going away from me, and then you can also compress this lip a little bit. 100K. I know, we're halfway there. Well, we're more than half. I'm gonna make sure there's no water on the inside. Let's check where we're at. Almost there. My hairstyle. Is my hairstyle in Ghost? I've never seen it, so I have no clue. But no, I've never seen Ghost. And as Sam said, yeah, I made a thing that I will watch Ghost when I reach 100K. I didn't know my hairstyle was in Ghost. I just enjoy this hairstyle. So I'm already kind of moving it. I changed wheels because this is a taller piece, and I want to have more control over it. I like to use my standing wheel when I'm doing like smaller pieces. Alright. I'm gonna get the photo of this piece. I use I don't know, Barb. I'm unsure of the question that you're asking. Oh my god, it's very hard to see this. The light. Do I have a light on? Okay. I know what I'm doing now. Okay. Uh-oh, the lag. Oh. Uh-oh. I don't know. If there's lag for other people, I guess you can text it. That'd be sad if there's more lag. Put this down here so I can see it. Okay. Okay. Oops. Well, sorry if it's lagging. Let's see if this is still. Bongi Jongi, what are you doing? Okay, we're still good. All I need is just pressure on the inside, and I can actually push this clay out. So 5 pounds, now I know 5 pounds is perfect. It's probably even a little bit too much, but that's okay because we're gonna make this lidded jar. And we're going out a bit. All right. I just want to make sure that I'm at the right. Okay. I want to move this right now. Hold on. I need this, and I have a. All right. Okay. Take a little bit off the top. There's just too much clay up here, and it's just too much clay to move. Okay. I want this top, we're gonna make it lidded jar, but I want this top to be thinner and a little bit more in. It's kind of a spooky season jar. It's gonna say it's gonna say Taken Souls. It's gonna have some horns. It's a really cool idea. So I do anything for commission. I can do a lot. And I love commission because sometimes it's like stuff I would never think of, like this. Like I would never think of that. Very spooky bowl. Okay. The thing is so hard to see though. I want it to be a little bit smaller on the top. There's just so much clay up here. I need to use my mirror, actually. So I can see it on the other side. And I'm gonna have to probably move you guys. Oh no, that's perfect. Okay, we'll just leave it. I'm going off of a photo. This is not quite the photo. I need this to be a little little bit more like that, maybe. Let's be a little bit more out. The photo is so hard to see because it's dark background. I can't even show you guys. Because you just won't even be able to see it. It's a little too bulbous here. Let me push you guys down a bit. You guys can see exactly what I'm seeing. It's a little too bulbous. So I'm gonna push it in a bit. I want it to be a certain shape. And what I'm worried about is the clay is a little bit damp. It's a little bit too damp for my liking of like tweaking it. So this is how commissions go. It's a lot of looking at the photo and then tweaking as we go. That changed it into more of the shape that I need. How much do I earn from this? Probably not enough. Commissions, I don't really get much money. But right now, this is going pretty good. It's turning out exactly how it's looking. It's more of just copying the photo for commission work. But they draw the photo. They're like, hey, I want this. Sometimes commission work, they'll be like, you know, I want this in your style. Go for it. Love those commission work. Because you pretty much have free reign. I think that's when, you know, the artist really makes it great. But then, you know, that being said, you gotta have a price point. Alright, I think this is pretty good. The problem is it wants to be, the client wants this to be a jar. And so now I have to make a jar. Lid. Make a lid, but I think this is pretty good. I'm liking this. We're gonna just make sure this is nice and smooth. Alright, this all down here, it's gonna go. It's really thick at the bottom. One, because I didn't know how much clay I was gonna do, but two, because I feel like I answer this question all the time, but I say Justin, do or Dustin, sorry, I apologize, Dustin, do a class. Look at your community college, look at local studio, and do a class, because I think that's the best way to do it. Alright, there's some water on the inside. This thing I got from, oh man, it's really, I got from something, and it smells like pickles. Why does it smell like pickles? It's weird. I got that from, like, someone gave me their old tools, and I don't know, their mom had tools or something, they gave it to me. Which, lovely. I always love getting tools. Yeah, I say community college is the best. If not, look at local studios and just do a class through there. And I think that's the best way. Okay, wait, is there a big flare on this? There is not too big of a flare, so we're gonna kind of calm this flare down a bit. I am going to trim, where did my needle tool go? Just a little bit, because you can see it's a little bit uneven. Okay. So yeah, commission work's so fun. I mean, I do have to like the commission in order to do it. Definitely. I won't do it if I'm like, don't want to do that. But I really, this project was super cool, and I was like, oh, I never thought of that, like a spooky vase. And it's such a cool shape. Done. Now I have to make another one. Thank you, Shurkin. Thank you. It's gonna say, it's kind of gonna be a gnarly one. It's gonna have some horns right here, and it's gonna have a lid. Which we should probably make the lid right now. Which, that reminds me, to make the lid, and this is gonna be chopped more. To make the lid, I'm going to just, okay, so that's my size that I have to make. Yeah, it's gonna have horns, and then it's gonna say a little plaque, and it's gonna say like Taken Souls to be a jar, which never would have thought of that, but I like the shape of the bowl, the base, and I think it's a fun idea for the spooky season. Yeah. All right, one more, and oh no, we're doing. Oh my goodness, we're gonna put this out over here. Yeah, horns, and it's gonna be super spooky. Super spooky. Yeah, never would have thought of it. I don't know. I think you get in your certain ways and you don't think of these new things, and then you get a commission. It is right on my chair, but whatever. That's not good. Yeah, commissions are cool. But they do take some time. And I think they're kind of stressful too, honestly. They're a little stressful. Because you're like, do I have confidence that I can make this piece? So I think that's another thing that you have to ask yourself if you're confident in it. Okay, we're going to use a bat for this because, I mean, I don't have a small bat, but I'm just gonna use a bat for this lid. I'll throw a lid real quick. Oh my gosh, tomorrow night you have haunted house tickets. Make the horns curved sideways a little bit. Yeah, they have them where they're kind of going out of the... Let me see if I can show you. This picture is not too good. It is AI. It is AI art. They sent me this. But yeah, it's curved. You can see the horns are kind of curving in, and it looks like this. But yeah, the background, the black background of the photo doesn't help too much with trying to make it, but you know, we work with what we got. I think I'm going to take a little bit more off. It's sideways also. You know, I guess I would, but the thing is, this is a commission piece, so I'm just gonna make it how they want it. But that is a good idea, and I shall implement that at some point. Yeah, so my hair looks very healthy. I don't do much to it. I just kind of wash it and that's it. You could do, oh, Maleficent style. That's a good idea. Those horns are, yeah, those horns are very luscious. It's okay if I'm a little bit off because I'll trim it. The problem is if I'm too, we're gonna see how this turns out too. I'm not sure what type of lid I want to do. I think I want to do an inset lid. Push it in a bit and then have it out. So you won't really see the lid. It's always some type of cardboard. I feel like those horns would be kind of difficult, those goat horns kind of look. But that is interesting. I do like that idea. The problem is I'm at the... Oh, good, the car stopped. I'm at the the mercy of this customer. So I'm making it how they want. I wouldn't make this piece if I wouldn't have thought of it if I didn't have this job. Okay, perfect. Okay, this is looking good. I do want it a bit out more though. I think that's perfect. It's just a simple little lid. I think I want it to be a inset, so it's gonna be sitting on the inside. So you're not gonna see it when you're looking at the lid, but you can see it when you're looking down on the ooh, skull and crossbone lid. The full photo, it's a very simple looking piece. There's not much going on other than I think the horns are really what make the piece. Really what make the piece. Okay. So I can't make another one because the clay is not ready. So we're going to fish says yes, it is like a Chinese ginger jar. Or like one of the pickled jars that they do. Yeah, it's a cool shape. Alright. Oh, I actually need this because I'm going to make the horns, but later. Alright. Karina, hello. I'm going to set you guys up here. Can you give us a quick tour of the workshop? No. This apron is just... What's the game plan? Oh, William! You were here for that. Okay, my problem is I don't have any clay to make the second one. So when I'm doing commission work, I like to make two because there's always a chance that one's gonna break, one's gonna turn bad. So anyways, I can't make the second one, which I kind of messed up on because I should make them one after another. Game plan though. The 4-pound balls of clay are too damp still. And I just don't think I'm going to, I don't think I'm in the headspace to make those, so I'm gonna wait. It is noon. I already did make the lid. Do I remember you? I think I do, Karina, but you know what? There's so many. It might have not have been you, and I'm sorry about that. I think I'm gonna end the stream here. I'm gonna go fix the kiln and change the relays and go eat. And I think that's it. I'm gonna be back here same time tomorrow, 8:30 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. And I think I'm gonna make the postables then if I don't make them tonight. But oh wait, yes. And get something to eat and drink. Yes, eat and drink. Eat and drink and hydrate. Yes, I need to hydrate more. Can I use 2 pounds of another compound? Yeah, Karina, you can always follow me and turn on notifications, and it'll notify you when I'm going live. So I'll see you tomorrow. 10 a.m. my time. Perfect. Yeah. I'll see you tomorrow and add them together to 4 hours. Yes, you can definitely do that, but I definitely think you could just kind of throw 4 pounds, honestly. I don't think that's enough. I'm playing with clay. Of course. Today was a little bit hectic and everywhere because I feel like I'm getting back into the studio because I was not in this portion of the studio. Alrighty. Okay. I'm ending this. Oh, okay. Oh, you can't join sometimes. Interesting. I'll look into it, Karina. But it might be Wi-Fi. Anyway, okay. That's it. I'm gonna end this. 10 a.m., 8:30 a.m. Pacific Standard Time is when I go live. Yeah. Yeah. Let's remember we're gonna get enough sleep tonight because it was hard to wake up today. Okay. Bye, everybody.